It's late, you're finally in bed, the room is quiet, your body is tired in a heavy, honest way, and your brain says a sentence that sounds harmless. I deserve a little time for me. Your thumb hovers, your phone lights your face, and suddenly you're not resting, you're consuming. One more clip, one more scroll, one more episode. You tell yourself you'll stop when you feel sleepy, but you're already sleepy. And that's what makes it so confusing. Here's the pattern break. This is not a willpower problem. It's not even a sleep problem at first. It's an autonomy problem your nervous system tries to solve at midnight. Stay with me, because by the end you'll have a clean mental model that works even when you're exhausted, a one-breath interruption that stops the spiral in real time, and a 2-minute protocol you can run tonight that turns "I deserve this" into actual rest without feeling deprived. In the next minute, I'm going to open 4 loops and then close every one of them. The real reason you can't stop at night is not laziness. There's a moment your brain makes a silent decision and you keep missing it. You have 2 different motivational systems and you keep feeding the wrong one. And there is a single sentence that interrupts the loop in under 5 seconds. Let's go deeper than most people do, because that's where you stop blaming yourself. Notice the emotional texture of this pattern. During the day, you hold it together. You answer messages, you show up, you make decisions, you do the responsible thing. You push through, then night comes and your brain quietly rebels, not loudly, softly. It says, "Now I get to choose." And the easiest way to feel choice is to delay the thing you're supposed to do next, which is sleep. So you do the strange version of freedom. You stay awake while feeling tired. That's why it's called revenge bedtime procrastination. It's not about entertainment. It's about a small act of control when you felt controlled. The hidden cost layer is brutal but subtle. First you lose time, then you wake up foggy, then you rely on caffeine, then you feel behind, then you push harder. Then you need more me time at night and the loop tightens. And there's a quiet shame moment inside it. You've probably had it. You look at the clock. You feel that sinking "what am I doing" sensation, and you still keep scrolling because stopping feels like surrender. You don't say this out loud. You just keep feeding the loop and you wake up disappointed in yourself. If that's you, I want you to hear this clearly. Nothing is wrong with you. This is actually protection. Your nervous system is trying to restore a feeling of autonomy and reward after a day of effort. The problem is it uses the fastest available reward, which is light, novelty, and easy dopamine. Your brain is not evil. It's efficient. It learns, at night I can finally feel something good. So it chases that feeling past the point where it helps you. Now here's the map that makes this changeable even when you're exhausted. I call it the 3 doors. Picture your bedtime like a hallway with 3 doors you pass through every night. Door 1 is the body door, door 2 is the brain door, door 3 is the bright door. The 3 doors. Most people fight themselves at door 3 when the phone is already in hand. They try to negotiate with the bright door like it's a moral test. The 3 doors moves the intervention earlier, where it's gentle, fast, and actually works. Let me preview them quickly and keep an open loop. The body door is the physical signal that you need shut down. The brain door is the emotional need you're trying to meet. And the bright door is the escape behavior that gives you quick relief. The 3 doors will show you what to do at each door, and then you'll install one protocol that takes under 2 minutes. Start with door 1, the body door. Imagine the micro scene. You finally lie down, and instead of feeling relief, you feel restlessness. Your legs want to move. Your chest feels slightly tight. Your eyes feel tired, but your mind feels wired. That's not a character flaw. That's your nervous system still carrying the day. The body door is where your brain makes its silent decision. The silent decision is not "should I scroll?" The silent decision is my body safe enough to shut down? If the answer is no, your brain will seek stimulation to avoid the vulnerable feeling of powering off. This is why the real reason you can't stop is not laziness. It's a safety signal problem. So the micro action at the body door is not discipline. It's a downshift cue. One breath, but specific. Inhale through your nose as normal. Then make the exhale longer than the inhale, like you're slowly fogging a mirror without effort. Longer exhale lowers the threat tone. While you exhale, unclench one muscle you didn't notice was tight: your jaw, your shoulders, your hands. This is the body door move, and you label it in your head. Door 1. The 3 doors starts with door 1 because you can't outthink a nervous system that feels unsafe. Now door 2, the brain door. This is the door people misunderstand. The brain door is the emotional need hiding under "I deserve this." That sentence is usually not about fun. It's about compensation. It means, I didn't get enough choice today, or I didn't get enough softness today, or I didn't get enough reward today, or I didn't feel seen. Your brain tries to pay that debt at night. So here is the most important reframe in this entire upgrade. The bedtime revolt is not self-sabotage, it's self-care with bad timing. That's why shaming yourself never works. Shame threatens belonging, and threatened brains seek more relief. So at the brain door, you do one tiny act of real autonomy that takes less than 30 seconds. You choose one thing on purpose and you name it. It can be as small as pulling the blanket the way you like, adjusting the pillow, turning the room slightly cooler, choosing a single calming sound, or saying, "I choose rest." The point is not the thing. The point is the signal. You are not being forced into sleep. You are choosing it. This is where the two motivational systems matter. You have a threat system that wants control and certainty, and a reward system that wants pleasure and novelty. When your day is heavy, your reward system feels starved, so it hijacks the night. If you feed it a small, clean reward at the brain door, you don't have to binge reward at the bright door. That closes the loop. You have two motivational systems, and you keep feeding the wrong one at the wrong time. Now, door 3, the bright door. This is the phone, the laptop, the bright screen, the infinite scroll. The bright door is not just content. It's light plus novelty plus frictionless switching, which tells your brain, stay awake, more reward is coming. You don't need to hate the bright door. You need to stop walking through it automatically. So here is the single sentence that interrupts the loop in under 5 seconds, and you will use it at the bright door every time. This is relief, not rest. This is relief, not rest. It's short, it's honest, and it stops the lie that scrolling is self-care. Relief has a place. Rest has a job. Now let's install the protocol, because insight without a protocol turns into another thing you know but don't use. This is called the 2-minute door lock, and it uses the 3 doors in order. Here is the if-then rule. If you reach for your phone after you're in bed, then you run the 2-minute door lock before you unlock anything. That's your trigger. Door 1 of the 2-minute door lock is 1 longer exhale and 1 muscle release, and you say in your head, door 1. Door 2 is a 30-second autonomy act, and you say, I choose rest. Door 3 is the environment tweak, and this is crucial because your tired brain cannot win a negotiation against an easy dopamine machine. The environment tweak takes under 30 seconds. You physically move the phone out of the bed zone. Not across the street, just out of reach. Put it on a dresser, a shelf, the far side of the room, or even on the floor away from the bed. If that feels impossible, make it smaller. Turn it face down and place it at arm's length. Then put one object on top of it, a book, a shirt, anything, so there's a tiny friction moment before you touch it again. That friction moment is where choice lives. Now you give your brain a legal promise because it panics when it thinks it's losing access forever. You tell it exactly when relief is allowed. You don't negotiate. You schedule. You say, if I still want to scroll tomorrow, I can at 7:30. Or, I can watch one thing at lunch. This matters because your brain is an avoidance lawyer. If you don't give it a future window, it will demand the reward now. And then you do the final step of the 2-minute door lock, the move that makes it testable tonight. You pick a micro rest, one action that signals shutdown without requiring motivation. Micro rest can be turning your head slightly to one side and letting your eyes soften, or placing one hand on your chest and one on your belly for 10 seconds, or counting 5 slow exhales, or repeating the phrase, "This is rest," on the exhale. You're not trying to fall asleep instantly. You're trying to stop feeding the revolt. Now let's make the 3 doors vivid in the exact scenes where you normally lose. Imagine you had a long day, you get into bed, and your brain says, finally. You reach for the phone. The old pattern is you open one app, then another, then you chase novelty until your eyes burn. The 3 doors changes the timing. Door 1, longer exhale, jaw release. Door 1. Door 2, I choose rest. You adjust the blanket exactly the way you like. You give yourself 30 seconds of chosen comfort. Door 3, this is relief, not rest. Phone out of reach, tiny friction installed. 2-minute door lock complete. And now, here's the micro victory you can actually feel. Your chest loosens because you're no longer fighting yourself. You're steering. Or imagine the night you feel behind in life. The night you think, I didn't do enough today. That is a brutal trigger. Your brain tries to steal time back by staying awake. But staying awake doesn't give time back. It borrows from tomorrow with interest. The 3 doors catches that. Door 2 becomes the key. You meet the real need, autonomy, with a chosen shutdown. You might be thinking, but if I stop scrolling, I'll feel the emotions I've been avoiding. Exactly. That's why the bright door is so seductive. It anesthetizes feeling. So here's the compassionate truth. You don't need to become stricter. You need to become safer. That's the protection reframe again. This loop is your nervous system trying to protect you from discomfort. The 3 doors teaches it a better protection strategy. Downshift the body, feed autonomy, reduce bright stimulation. That's how you teach your brain that sleep is not surrender, it's power. Now let's close the remaining open loop clearly. The silent decision your brain makes is it safe to shut down? And door 1 answers it with physiology, not willpower. And the single sentence that interrupts the loop is, this is relief, not rest, because it breaks the spell that the bright door is self-care. Now the identity shift. I want you to hold this line for a second. You're not becoming someone who never wants to scroll at night. You're becoming someone who chooses on purpose. Someone who can feel the pull and still protect tomorrow's version of you. That identity is built from tiny acts, not big resolutions. Now we return to the opening scene upgraded. You're in bed. The room is quiet. The phone is near. The thought comes, I deserve this. You feel the pull, and instead of obeying it, you recognize it. The 3 doors. Door 1, longer exhale, unclench. Door 2, a small chosen comfort, I choose rest. Door 3, this is relief, not rest. Friction installed, phone out of reach. And then something changes that's bigger than sleep. You fall asleep with self-respect. You wake up with less fog. You start your day with more control. The revolt loses power because you stopped feeding it. Here's your experiment for the next 24 hours. Tonight, run the 2-minute door lock 1 time, only once. The first time you reach for the phone in bed. Don't try to be perfect. Just run the 3 doors once and notice what happens in your chest, your jaw, your mind speed. If this installed something in the way you treat your nights, share it with someone who stays up late out of quiet rebellion and pays for it the next day. And if you want one upgrade a day that makes your life feel more controlled, more rested, and more intentional, you're welcome here.